almost got the timing right that time. I came really close. Really, really close. One of these days, I'm going to get it. It's just going to work just fine. It'll happen. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to come over here and look for some ones. Ones will tell me you can see me and you can hear me. Both. There's some ones right there. So it's a beautiful Saturday morning. It is 54 degrees here at my house, and our forecasted high is 56. So we're almost at our high for the day. It's cloudy. It's been raining, but that's okay because I don't have to be outside for anything today. So that's all right. Where do you go? What are you doing? What are you doing? Our sausage biscuit is all gone. It's all gone. So there's a system here. Anytime I make myself a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit for breakfast, it's two little ones. They're frozen. I don't make them from scratch. They're frozen sausage biscuits. And I heat them for the right amount of times, like 55 seconds. And then I take a piece of cheddar cheese and I break it in half, and then I break it in half again, so it's in fourths. Mojo gets 1/4 of the cheese that I break up in bites and put in his bowl, and he gets the other 1/4 of the cheese, and the other 2 pieces go on my biscuits. And so that's how we share. That's how we share it. And it works. It works. What's it supposed to look like tomorrow? Tomorrow, our high is 58, so it's going to be very similar. Lows in the 40s. Last night, it got cold. Even Doug was cold. He got up and bumped the furnace up a couple of notches. And that's very rare for Doug. Very rare indeed. I'll whine about it being cold. He very rarely does. Let's see. Let's go see who's here. So, having my sunflower coffee cup. Not having coffee, y'all. I got me a Coca-Cola in here with some ice. Can you hear that ice? And it's good. And you are not going to drink my soda, so back off. Let's see who's here. I see Jolly Matilda. Hello, thanks for being here. Carla Reyes Crochet. YouTube is here. Good morning. Me asking you to please give us a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so. And share us out if you can. We have set a goal to reach 2K by the end of the year. And we're working our little butts off. I guess I can say butts. We're working our little butts off in an attempt to get there. But we appreciate any help we can get. And one thing that helps a lot is when you share us out. And so thank you very much for that. Jolly Matilda says it is a beautiful morning / afternoon. So quiet here now that the police have come in and cleared our street up. Nice. Hey, that wasn't you, was it? Okay, must have been a fly buzzing. It was really loud. There's Lily T. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And there's my ones right there. Everybody's saying good mornings. Woo! Oh, that sounds really good. I've never made crock pot lasagna, but I saw it done in a video, and it turned out it looked delicious. It looked really delicious. I was like, I need to try that. So I'm anxious to see how yours goes, because I may try to make some myself in the future. Sounds really good. Right? Yeah. Yummy. Lily says, I've never made lasagna, but my sister does. Oh, you're drinking a Coke too. Well, here we go. Cheers. See, I just had my lunch too, so I kind of skipped the coffee this morning. I slept until 9. My body woke up at 2, and I'm like, no way, Jose, not today. And I went back to bed. And woke Doug up to go to work this morning. And after telling him bye, I went back to bed. That was at 4-ish, about 3:45. And slept till 9. So I got plenty of rest. I still have a headache. I'm not sure at this point if it's a migraine or if it's sinus pressure. It could be either one. I'm not sure. When I have my snack, I'm going to take some asthma medicine, and that should be good for the day. Lily's drinking coffee. That's right. Cheers. So I'm happy to be here. Look, I curled my hair. Actually, I used a straightener on it and just kind of curled the ends. It doesn't hold a curl very well when I blow dry it, which is what I did today. If I let it dry naturally, I have a natural wave in my hair, and it'll hold some curl, but not usually all day long. My hair never cooperates. I saw, have y'all seen this? I saw a video. It was on YouTube or Facebook. It was a reel of someone who had dreadlocks, and you didn't really realize what they were until they actually showed you what they were, and they were crocheted dreadlocks, and they looked amazing. After I knew they were crocheted, they were yarn. After I knew they were yarn, I could look at it and I could see it if I made my mind go there. But they really just look like regular dreadlocks. But the thing they really liked about it is they could add color in there and do things like that with their hair. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm probably not going to do dreadlocks for my hair, but maybe some braids, just something to add some color in there. I thought it was incredible. And I was amazed that I couldn't tell that they were crocheted dreadlocks. Thank you. It's getting long again, and I'm glad. When I cut it, there was a reason I cut it, and it was important at the time that I cut it, but I really like it better long, so I've been growing this hair out like crazy, as in not cutting it when I get the urge to cut it. I'm just like, nope. Which is really hard. So you've seen the crocheted dreadlocks. I had never seen them before. And I thought, well, how interesting is that? That is very, very interesting. And I don't know, do you think I can color match yarn to this hair? I don't know. Here it is under the white. I got this red hair. I don't know. Yeah, I do. I love long hair. I was really sick. I was down. It just kicked me right out. I don't know what happened. I might have bumped something because I talk with my hands, so I don't know, but I didn't think I bumped anything. So give me some ones again, or just say there you are, so I know you see me. Okay, there we go. Hello, Christina. Thank you for being here. I just disappeared out of my live. It kicked me right out. I had to go back to the studio and come back in. That happened to me a couple times before. But anyway, I had I had just been sick. But one of the things that, I guess I have to tell you this for this to make sense. I have an inoperable mass in my chest, the size of a baseball. It's right here under my breastplate. You can feel where your breastplate is here. It's right in here. It's inoperable because it sits on my major arteries, my veins there. And as long as it's not growing, they're leaving it alone. It starts growing, then we got to go in. But what that does is, even with just a simple cold, it makes me very pneumonia prone, because stuff will gather there, congestion will gather there and just go right into my lungs. Well, I had been really, really, really sick and just got better and got it again and got pneumonia. And it was bad. It was bad. And I just got over that and I got COVID. Boom. I was so sick for so long. And fighting with my hair took energy I didn't have. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it took more energy than I had to put it in a hair clip and a ponytail. And so I just cut it. It was kind of a self-preservation kind of a thing, but I missed my long hair, so I immediately started growing it back. I think I kept that cut, and I love that cut. And Doug and I just talked about it just the other day. You know, like, I really liked my hair this length right here, and, you know, should I do it again? And we're both decided no. But I told him, I said, your job is to always tell me no. And he did a good job. So that was the story behind me cutting my hair. It was a drastic change because I went short and then I went shorter. Yeah. Oh, Lily says her daughter did braids with yarn. So I've kind of been thinking about doing some hair things. And so it was very, very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's saying hello. So I'm back. And it's okay. I've had this condition. It's been diagnosed condition. It's non-cancerous. But I've found it when I went to the emergency room. The first time I was diagnosed with asthma, I'd been fishing, been having a great time outdoors, and all of a sudden, my chest just got tight and I couldn't breathe. And I knew right then, this is something I've never experienced. I need to go to the hospital. We were out in the middle of nowhere at some state park in a boat on a lake fishing. And so we got back to the shore. We had to take care of get the boat checked because it was like a boat rental thing, and get that all done. And then we had the drive back, and so we're like, okay, do we call an ambulance or do we just go? And so I asked where the closest ambulance would be coming from. And even though they have sirens and they can drive fast if they choose to, we decided just get in a car and let's go. Let's go. So we got in the car, we went and we got there and they did x-rays and things. And that's where that was discovered. And oh my goodness, that's been probably 35 years ago. And I don't have any problems with it at all unless I catch the wee littlest cold. It can throw me right to pneumonia. So I always, like with my music students, I'm always asking them, it's in their paperwork, and I always remind them, if anyone at your house is sick, don't come. Anybody. I don't care if it's not you that's sick. If anyone in your house is sick, please don't come. And I will do the same. If I'm sick, I will let you know. So I have so many issues that the way I judge if I'm sick and they shouldn't come is if I have a fever. Then they don't come. Or if I'm like all full of snot, that wasn't very nice. That was my imitation of being so clogged up that you can't breathe. If I sound like that, I don't have them come either. But yeah. Lily said that didn't sound where we're talking about. It took all the energy. I had to put my hair up in a clip. Sounds smart to me. Thank you. Yeah, it's much easier to fix your short hair. Definitely. Alrighty, that is good. Anyway, today's a good day. I got my new makeup, so I put makeup on, and I thought, well, if I'm going to do makeup, I might as well do my hair too. So here I am. It doesn't take long to do my hair. Of course, it used to be clear to my waist, so it took longer then. But I break it off in little bitty sections and do little strips, one little strip at a time, and it probably took me 15 minutes. It didn't take long at all. So it was all good. So last night, we were live on this channel playing music. And I got out my new whistle to play. And I haven't weighed them. It would be interesting to weigh them and see what they actually weigh. But my plastic whistle, my Dixon, it is plastic, but it's a very good quality whistle. And I've played it for 25 years. I've played that whistle. But I don't play whistle at session. I am the fiddler at session or the tenor banjo player usually. But I have one song, and that's New Rigged Ship. When it gets called, I always put my fiddle down and I play the whistle on that one because it's just a fun song to play. And the whistle by itself, you hear it. The whistle with Doug and I together, you hear it. But when you get in there and there's an electric bass, there's an electric guitar, there's a mic'd flute, and a mandolin player, and another fiddler, and me and my whistle, it got lost. And so one of my friends got a new whistle, and she's like, here, try this. And so I kept it for a week, and I played it for you guys, and I took it to band practice and played it. And it had good volume. It was a metal one. And everybody said it sounded really good. So that's why I bought one, because I got to try that one before I bought it. And so I knew it was going to be a good whistle. So I play it at session sometimes, depending on the song now. And I can hear myself play, and it's wonderful. But anyway, last night, I get it out. And I hadn't warmed up or anything, okay? I hadn't, played it before the live started or anything like I would do if I had planned to play it during the live. So I get it up there, and there's one note. So it goes D, E. Okay, so D, E, F sharp, G. These fingers are off. G, A, B, C sharp, has no fingers. All right. So you got it here. You're supporting it here with this thumb. And I usually keep a pinky down here. And it does fine on my plastic whistle, but on that metal one, it's so heavy, it just went plunk. And I dropped my whistle while I was playing. It was kind of embarrassing. But hey, one of the things you have to never do is never take yourself too seriously. Things have to be fun or you will no longer enjoy doing it, right? So I was embarrassed, but I just laughed and tried it again. What are you chewing up? Are you chewing up something you're not supposed to be chewing up? My button? You're chewing my buttons off my sweater? What are you doing? I'll just take that. Now what are you going to chew on? You're a naughty boy. Don't fall for this innocent look. He just destroyed 2 buttons off my flannel hoodie. You did. And look, they're looking. Don't bite my nose. You did it. Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed? You got caught on live YouTube? You got caught chewing up my buttons? You're a stinker. He's a stinker. All right, get back there. You have a blanket left. But his blanket doesn't have any buttons. Whatever are you going to do? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Jolly Matilda says, I loved teaching music and I miss it. You know, I have so much fun with my students. I had so much fun. And I joke around with them. If they're ornery, I'm ornery right back. You never know what's going to happen here. You just never know. The other day, there was 2 flies. They were like buzzing everybody. And I remember during my live when that fly went in my mouth. And so I made that little funny video making fun of myself. I showed them that video and they were laughing so hard. They're like, I would have thrown up. Oh, yeah, it was. It was clear to my waist. It was very long. No. Look what he knocked in the floor. You may not have that. You already destroyed 2 buttons. No. Do not do it. Don't do it. You'll have to get down. No. I guess I can lay it somewhere else. There. Just see you get it now. He is something else. Hey, Miss Glow's Crochet Creations. Hello, Gloria. Thanks for being here. I am not working on anything today. I am taking it easy. But what are you all working on? I always want to know what you've got going on, even if I'm not sitting here crocheting. I got one of my sweaters all sewn together, and I wore it over the weekend when we played music. Hey, watch it. He's trying to drink my soda now. Now he's in my lap. He's right here. You better behave. You better behave yourself. You're like, I don't want to. Uh-oh, Pippi chewed the corner off of my blanket last night. I've got a blanket with a hole in it, and this turkey will crawl in there and stick his head through the hole, and then he can't get out. And it's a tight enough hole that it's kind of an ordeal to get him out of it. So I got some sewing to do later. I got to sew that hole back up. So yeah, somebody chewing on blankets. We know how that goes, don't we? Him and Mojo both chew on blankets. Yeah. I know, you're just a puppy. It's your job to chew on everything. Yeah. You're only one. Okay. Are you looking cute? Are you looking cute? Oh. Oh. All right, get back there. Stevie. Oh, she knew when you found where she chewed on the blanket because she hid from you. Stevie ran from me when I found the hole in my blanket. It was my black fuzzy blanket. I don't put any of my handmade quilts on the bed anymore. I used to, but not with puppies. Not at all. Hey, there's Christina, member for 13 months. Thank you for that so much. Saying, I love you, sister. I love you too. Thank you. Lily's not working on anything. She's just hanging out having coffee. I'm hanging out drinking my Coca-Cola. Jolly Matilda will be right back. Oh, ruffle hats. I love those. Gloria's working on 3 ruffle hats. Nice. I'll have to, now that my hair is long again, I'll be making some more of those ponytail hats. You remember those ponytail hats I used to make a couple of years ago? I'll be making some more of those and some outfits. I like matching my hats to my outfits. Christina just woke up working on my coffee. I don't blame you. Yep, Lily's still drinking coffee. Oh, yeah. A teenager wants to mow my yard. Yay. Oh, yeah, I second that. Yay. I'll hire him when I get back to work doing the happy dance. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, Christina needs to clean up the garden at some point this weekend. Speaking of which, I need to get out there in my flower garden, my wildflowers, and dehead my purple coneflowers and plant those heads in the garden. I need to get that done. I got some white daisies that I need to do the same for those. And I had way too much goldenrod in there this year, so I'm going to pull some out and plant some purple coneflower heads there, at least a couple. So hopefully my ratio will be mostly coneflowers. That's how I like it. Mostly coneflowers with yellow daisies, some white coneflowers, maybe some white daisies. I don't know. And then I like to have the goldenrod kept in the back so it doesn't overpower the entire garden like it did this year. But I couldn't be out in the sun this year, and so it affected how things looked, and things just kind of did whatever they wanted to, which they're not going to do this time. They got a little out of control. Jolly Matilda needs to do that too. Yep, pulling up plants. Yeah, the deadheading on those wildflowers is so important to do. And I don't have any zinnias right now, but I really like zinnias. So next year I'll buy some zinnias and I'll plant some seed as well. And then you can deadhead those and plant the deadheads for those as well. And really, you don't even have to do that because they reseed themselves. But I just like to give them a little extra help and just make sure that my garden is going to keep thriving. I always help it a little bit. I like having my hands in the dirt. I love the smell of dirt. I'm one of those country girls. I just love when the tractors are out plowing the fields. I just love to go stand in the middle of the field, take my shoes off, and just feel that nice, cool dirt. It's so soothing to feel that on my feet. And I'm always picking up handfuls and just going like this and smelling it. I just love the smell of dirt. Thank you very much. It's a labor of love. It is a labor of love. I didn't have very many butterflies this year, and I really think it's because the goldenrod kind of overtook everything. It doesn't bloom right away, but it gets really tall and it overshadows everything. And it's not going to next year. So those butterflies and bees are going to have purple coneflowers, yellow daisies, and white daisies to come hang out with. So that was the dog. What are you doing? I'm choking. I'm going to try and deadhead some flowers and plant some in my green stock. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yes, I love the zinnias, and I usually plant at least one planter of marigolds in honor of my grandmother, and I didn't do that this year either. I had my wildflower garden, then I had my daylilies garden, and we're getting ready to take out in front of the house. I have a garden with those triple daylilies that are so pretty. We're going to relocate them over with the other daylilies, and we're going to take that planting spot out, and we're going to make a parking spot there for parking, and that's where I'm going to park my vehicle, is there where that flower bed is at the moment, but it's about to be gone. Lily says, I'm not doing any gardening this weekend. It's cold and rainy. Yeah. Yeah, the green stalk is her outdoor planter that it's terraced. So it has different levels of flowers and plants. It's really pretty. I really like it. I do too. I have good memories of the daylilies from my childhood. The White Tower's in my backyard. There you go. So I'm going to come over here. Let's see where I put it. So here is the sweater that I just finished and wore to Folklife Festival last weekend. It was Folklife, one of our local festivals called Folklife Festival. And we played music on Saturday with the Irish band, performed on Saturday and again on Sunday. And this was the outfit that I wore. And I made that sweater to match one of the shirts that I ended up not wearing. But the tan in it was to match my hat. And in the meantime, that pair of boots went on sale, so we scooped them up. And I think the hat and the boots and that tan and that sweater, I think it looked really, really cute together. And so that had been finished for a couple of weeks before I sewed it together. I gotta tell you, sewing them together is like not my favorite part. It is not my favorite part. And so I have like at least 4 other sweaters over here in my crafting that I finished all the parts. They just need sewn together and then the edging work done. And if I'm doing a collar, I do the collar after I sew them together. So it just depends on how I want them to look and how they lay and feel. And I'll determine what else I'm going to do with them. So I need to get sewing on those and get them finished before I buy any more yarn, because I know myself, they'll just sit there, and y'all, it's sweater weather. So this is the time to sew them together, right? It's time. It is time. You look like a teenager in that outfit. I liked that outfit, and I enjoyed wearing my cowboy hat. So I practiced last crafting hour. I had that cowboy hat on because we were going to go play music right after crafting hour, and I haven't worn a cowboy hat in quite a while, and they're heavy on your head. And it's a different kind of balance thing. It's like walking with a book on your head, right? So I did my whole live with that cowboy hat on just so I could get used to the weight of it and how it felt when I moved. So I'd be over that when I had my fiddle out and I was playing my fiddle. And you know, you might think, well, you're not going to move that much, but see, I have my head tilted to play my fiddle, and I'm always looking around, and I'm always dancing when I'm playing. And so there was more movement involved than just sitting there in my chair. But we had we had a lot of fun. Lily says, I'm glad you finished your sweater. Lily's like, have you sewn that together yet? No. She knew I'd do it at the last minute. She knows me well. Oh, Christina says, I think for Christmas I'm ordering a new green stock. That'd be nice because you do such a good job with those. They're always so pretty. You're not very big. I'm not very tall. I'm like, I say I'm 5'1", and I don't know if that's exaggerating or not. I don't know. I've always looked like a little kid. When I was 16 and kids had to be with someone at least 16 to go do something, people never believed when my little brother and I would do something that had that age stipulation to it. People would not believe me. They're like, who brought you here? I'm like, I drove. They're like, where's your parent? I'm like, I'm 16. To the point that sometimes my mom would have to like come talk to people because they would just be so insistent that I was not. One time, Mom had to come get us. And she came, got us, and she threw me the keys and said, you're driving. And as we passed the manager at the gate, she just waved and she said, stop a second. She said, she is 16 and she's driving me home. And waved, and we left. She always told me, I know that irritates the heck out of you, but one of these days you're going to appreciate it. You're like a wee fairy child. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love hats. And I even like my sun hat, that big old monster hat back there that I have to wear when I'm outside now. Even on a cloudy day, I have to wear this big old sun hat. And I love it. I do. I like this hat. It's comfortable. It feels good. Unless it's breezy. And then I have to wear that hat. But I don't want to get that one dirty. This one I can just like take a cloth and slap the dirt off. Can't do that on that one. So if I'm just hanging out outside or I'm gardening, this would be the hat. This would be the hat. If I'm filming sunrises and it is not windy at all, this would be the hat. If I'm doing sunrises filming and it's windy, that would be the hat because it has the little drawstring there. And I never could find a concho to work with that hat. So what I did is I bought this pack of zipper pulls that are decorative. Now, turn around, you ding-dong things, so they can see that your colors. They've got colors. I don't know what they're doing. They're hanging backwards. Oh, because I'm holding it upside down. Okay. So they're different colors. Hey, don't hold them upside down. They'll hang right. They're different colors. And so there's one missing, and it's, guess what color? It's green. And I put these through those holes. And then, okay. Then I could put my hat on, and it was windy, so I was glad I did this. And I could just slide that. See, each one of those is through a hole. And I could just slide it on up like that. And I did this at the end so it couldn't slide off. And so if it wasn't windy, I just wore it like that. When it got windy, I put it up here. And someone told me, I think it was King's Gold, told me you can put this behind your head and tighten it and your hat will still not blow off. But I decided not. I started out with it like that, and then I decided not to because it was so gusty. It was so gusty. I got something else to show you. So when my stepdad passed away, we got the model trains. So I was very excited about that. And we haven't got them out yet. We still know there's all different sizes in that collection. And I'm going to have to do some research and learn about them. So when I'm around some train people, I'm not like, what do you got? I don't know. But I'll be able to answer some questions without looking like a ding-dong. But where we live here, we live next to the Mississippi River, and there's a train that runs the length of the river. And the most common train here, it's not my light, it's the computer screen. Nothing I can do about that, I guess, in my glasses. The most common train we see is Burlington Northern. So we went to pay a bill Wednesday. We went to pay a bill and arrived to a note on the door that says, we're gone for an hour. Sorry for the inconvenience. Well, we'd driven to another town to do it. And so we're like, okay, I teach at 4. We can wait a little bit. But what they didn't do, so you guys, please, if you're ever going to leave a note on your door that says we'll be gone for an hour, include the time you left on there. Because I understand the time probably was not put on there, so they had some leeway and nobody would be mad. But in my instance, I had to get to work, and I didn't know whether they had just left right before I walked up to the door, or if they'd already been gone for 20 minutes or half an hour. I didn't know how long I had to wait. I only knew that I could only wait till this certain time and be able to get back to my own job on time. So as we were pulling up, we saw some of they weren't really antique stores, but they weren't really thrift stores either, but they were kind of like the flea market-y kind of stores where there's booths in there and there's all kinds of stuff. And they had some stuff sitting outside because it's beautiful fall weather, right? So I'm like, well, you want to go down there? And Doug's like, I was just thinking that. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So we went to the first one, and this is one of the things we found. A little Burlington Northern railroad car. So I know in the collection we have trains that are this size. Then we have some that are smaller than this, and we have 2 other sets that are bigger than this. So there's one that's, if this is like this train car, this is an H, so it's this tall. The other ones are about this tall. And then we have a set that's got the big train, like a Christmas train you put around your Christmas. I mean, it isn't decorated for Christmas, but like when you think about a train and the floor going around your Christmas tree, it would be that big one, right? So we added to the train collection. It's our first time to pick out a train car for the train collection. So we were both really excited. We were so excited. Let's put you over here. All right. Put it over there. And we can't wait to get them out. We can't wait to get them out. Oh, Christabel's getting his learner's permit. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the joys of teaching a teenager how to drive, right? Yeah. Those little zipper things. I looked for beads. Actually, I got some little wooden beads that we were going to, if we had drilled them, they would have worked, but we didn't get it done in time. And so I'm just going to use that. I'm just going to use those. Right? Put what time you left on the note, please. Please. Oh. I love toy trains. I get tired of the big ones because I live next to the train tracks. I love miniatures in general. Well, Dad had the whole Kittle Caboo. I don't know how you say that. But he had, where they lived in Diamond, Missouri, he had made replicas of the stores in the town, local. It was a local type setup. So it had the stores, it had all the little Main Street stuff and the water towers and the farms and the fields and the cows. And he had all of that. I mean, you could look at that and you could say, oh, I've been there. I was there this morning. Oh yeah, that's where so-and-so lives. Right? And so we will use it like it is when we set it up. We'll use those. But we're also going to do some set designing because here in Hannibal, we have a lighthouse. We have the river and river barges. We have the beautiful, beautiful steamboats. We have the river boat cruises, but I don't think I would include those in my diorama. But I would the paddle boats, right? And the train tracks down there. And Lover's Leap is a very recognizable Hannibal thing. And some of our downtown. I think it would be so fun to do that. And once we get the hang of it, we can set them up places and take them. There's a train club here, but I don't know if they're beginner friendly, as in like you need help with everything, or if we need to get some experience under our belt first before we attempt to do anything with a club. And I don't know how active the club is and what their expectations are of you as a member. So all that kind of will come into play because we don't have a lot of free time. And that's all getting ready to change when Mom gets here to live. And it'll probably just be the two of us and maybe some friends if some friends want to do something together with trains. Because we could make that fit into our timetable that we're going to have available. And, people don't always understand when you're not real flexible. Doug gets up at 3 a.m. He can't be working and tearing up and setting up stuff and tearing it down at 11 o'clock at night. He can't do that. Get home at 1 a.m. and get up to go to work at 3. He just can't do that. And a lot of times, rather than fuss about things like that with people, we'll just tend to do things on our own. Whether that's the right way to do it, I don't know. But you do what you got to do. And you either conform to group schedules or you get left out. And a group is never going to conform to your schedule. Not very often. I'm not saying it won't happen. It couldn't happen, but it would be unrealistic to expect that. So we're going to set up train on this porch right here. is a enclosed porch, and we're going to set up some train out there and just bring the train cars in at night. Doug says leave them out there. I'm like, someone will bust through a window to get those trains. You can sell those like crazy. It wouldn't take long at all to sell those. So now we're going to bring them in every night. I said, I don't care. They can just be brought in, sit on the floor in a box, and then go back out for the day. Because, the kids coming for lessons would love that. They would love to see some trains out there. And it would be fun. It would be so fun to do them. So we're going to try it. Yeah. Jolly Matilda says, I love when they recreate towns and everything. Yeah. Oh, they have to have their license permit for 6 months. Nice. Although that's a long time to have to wait, right? We really like it here. We really like it here. Hey, I just glitched a little bit there. Yeah, grades are the most important. Absolutely. He had to get his grades up. Oh, Lily says, my husband asked me if I wanted to DoorDash today. I said no, so he went to sleep. Yeah, he works nighttime hours too, right? He works those odd hours. Odd for me, because I'm an up in the daytime person. Yeah. So we're excited about that. And, oh, so you had a friend whose father put them on a shelf that ran throughout the downstairs of the house. So Doug is wanting to run them around the porch, out the porch, down a hill, and around the house, and back, and up the hill to the porch. I'm like, I don't know. Every cat in the neighborhood is going to be chasing the train, and dogs are going to be chasing the train. I don't know. He'll do something like that. I don't know exactly. I can't imagine it in my head. He's got it all figured out in his head. That anything he does, it always turns out well. So I don't doubt him at all. I just can't picture it in my head. Oh, he is. But we'll get to do some paper mache, because that's how you make these things, these dioramas. You make them and mold them with your hands and work with your hands. And he's so good at stuff he works with his hands and painting them. And it's going to be spectacular. I have no doubts. No doubts at all. One of the exhibits that we want to do, an art exhibit, we just haven't got it together yet, is paintings of steam engines and trains, and then set up just a card table size, little track with some diorama, with our art exhibit. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. Now, I don't know if the local art galleries would go for having a train set up or not. I don't know how it would fare with the people coming through and people wanting to touch the train, and if there's kids. I don't know, but it just, in our heads, it's the grandest idea. Right? So yeah, we got some things to projects to do. Now, in the summertime, Doug's a very outside person and working on the farm and cutting wood and all the things that go into life on a farm. And so he doesn't do a lot of inside things, but it's coming up fall and winter, and he'll be in the house more. So maybe this is the winter we're going to get some paintings done. Or he may just concentrate on trains. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I'll just celebrate whatever it is because he's awesome. And everything he does well. He does an excessive amount of planning and sketching things out and makes sure he's got it just the way he wants it. And then he just makes it happen. And it's pretty amazing. I'm in awe of him most of the time. And not just for his dimples. He's really, really good with working with his hands and things that he builds, that he draws. Oh my gosh, his drawings. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this winter. Most winter, I have depression. Seasonal depression is a real thing, y'all, and I got it. But this winter, I've got some things I'm really looking forward to doing. So I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be all right. And my mom and I are going to work on some latch hook rugs. I hadn't thought about that for years, but I got on Amazon and looked around, and they're still out there, and they're more fabulous than ever. They look so much more intricate than they were when I did them 20 years ago. And so we have a Hobby Lobby over in Illinois. It's not here in our town, but it's like half an hour away. So we'll be making a trip over there to see what they've got. And then I'll decide who. It'll just come down to who has the pattern that I want to do. What looks appealing to me is going to determine where I buy it. And I'll buy local if I can. And Mom's going to go shopping where she lives and see if there's something she likes. And if not, we'll get together on a video call and I'll show her what I found online and get it ordered and sent to her. Because she's wanting something that she could do. And crocheting was a little bit hard for her to hold and to keep track of where she was. We did some dishcloths, and then she said she was done. So I think the latch hook rugs, I think she could do that. And because she used to do them before and really enjoyed them. Everybody used to do them before. My grandmas did them. My aunts did them. My cousins did them. We all did them. And they were really cool. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. Put them on the top part of the wall in the house. He talked about making shelves for him to run around a room. I'm like, our cats would go insane. Our cats would be chasing trains everywhere. So I don't know. I don't know. Have you done your pumpkins yet? Nope, we're doing them this weekend. So we'll probably do them tonight. It'd be tonight or in the morning. I'd rather do them tonight if I don't run out of energy. That's the thing. Nightbot reminding us that we're all amazing. And you are. You are. It does sound like fun, and I hope it will be. Now, the two of us, when we're working on a project together, we can get quite fussy at one another. I'm just throwing that out there. But we always have fun, and things always turn out really good. Because of him, not because of me. The adventure of doing it is the best part, right? I agree with that. Oh, look at that. Next weekend, we are putting in a new front drive line. Nice. Hey, there's Cass Love. Hello. Thanks for being here. All right. Oh, we're in Hannibal. So we are 20 minutes from Quincy, Illinois. We're 2 hours from St. Louis. 2.5. It depends on. We're 2 hours from the zoo because it's on this side of St. Louis. If you're going into St. Louis or further south in St. Louis, we're about 2.5 hours from anywhere you're going. Wouldn't the cats go crazy? Pumpkin would just be going insane. He'd be peeling out, rounding corners, throwing dust in his peel outs. And he'd catch that train too. Don't think he wouldn't. Or he'd sit next to it, and when it came by, he'd do the cat thing and go. Well, wouldn't that be infuriating? He can sit next to something and you're like, don't do it. And his little paw will just get a little closer and you're like, don't do it. Before you know it, knocked down. They would get tired. I don't know. They might. Hey, there's Lily's link to her channel. You're all invited to drop your links anytime. And that's for everyone. Hey, Carla. It's normal to be fussy. Oh, hey, there's IMG. Hello. Thanks for being here. I'll have to look on a map and see where you are. Can't stay, just wanted to say hi. Thank you for being here, Cast Love. Thank you, Anna. Let's see here. All right, everybody's saying hello. And it has been an hour. I have just sat here and talked and giggled for an hour. And now, I guess, when I end this live, the fun is over and I have to go do dishes and laundry. I'm about caught up with the laundry. And that I think I've done all the dishes, and now I just need to like go through the pots and pans and run them through the dishwasher real quick, I think. And we'll see. Boy, you can see where I use my eyeliner eyebrow pencil. I have to blend that after I do that. You know, when you get older, y'all may not have this problem yet because you're just young pups. But as you get older, your eyebrows are like right here and then they disappear. But that looks ridiculous. Thank goodness I have bangs. I'll have to go get my little, it's not called a stubby. It's a blender thing that you rub on there and blend it together. I'll have to do that. But anyway, aren't you sorry I showed you that? Whatever. I'm out of practice with makeup. I haven't worn it in so long. It's going to take me a couple of weeks to get good at it again. And that's all right. That's okay. There's Dyson Crazy Adventures. Oh, Lily's getting ready to start her lasagna. Seriously, let me know how it turns out because I would be interested in doing that as well. Oh, Christina needs to go shopping. Uh-oh. Jolly Matilda has a mountain of laundry to wash. And I got to wash dog blankets too. And a couple of dog beds. Yeah. I'm caught up with the laundry. You know, when Buddy was here, we've kept a dog bed in our bed because otherwise he could not find a comfy spot to be. He'd get under my blanket, then he'd get under Doug's blanket. He was waking us up all night long, right? And so we put one of the dog beds. They're actually cat, because these guys are Chihuahuas. Okay, so they're little. It was actually a cat bed, and that's what they use for beds. I don't know why the same size dog bed is so much more expensive than the same size cat bed. I never figured that out. So my Chihuahuas have cat beds, but I tell them they're dog beds, and they don't know the difference. But anyway, I would keep one of those dog beds in our bed, and it never left. And you could put him in that and cover him up with a blanket, and he would lay right down, and he would sleep all night long. So what I'm getting ready to get Stevie, because it's winter and he's cold all the time, I saw this sleeping bag for cats. Of course, it's for cats, but it's like got fabric on the outside and it's fleece lined, like sheep fur fleece lined on the inside. And it's a bag. And they just get in it, turn around, and lay down. And I think Stevie would love a little sleeping bag like that for the bed. If you just laid it next to you, and he'd still feel you next to him, but he would be all covered up and be comfortable and snug and cuddled all at the same time. So Doug said, yeah, let's try it. So I got to get one. Now, Mojo is bigger, so we'll actually, for the larger dogs, they don't have them made like that. They actually have just a plain sleeping bag. But it'll be a bag for him that it can unzip or zip up. And they'll both have to have one or they'll fight over it, right? And maybe I can just put a fleece blanket in there for him and he'll still be comfortable and cozy as well. We love those little twerps. Oh, well, Lily's caught up on laundry. Tell him until this says, just wait till you get old and get those long, white, wiry old man eyebrows that want to stick out in different directions. I just trimmed Doug's. We call those the Larry Hagman's eyebrows. I said, honey, your Larry Hagmans are getting a little out of control there. Oh, Lily says, I'll let you know if it turns out good. Her sister makes it and it's yummy. Oh, that sounds so good. Christina says, I make mock lasagna and my family loves it. Now, what is mock lasagna? What's that? I'm jealous of you guys that are caught up on laundry. Here's how we're not caught up on laundry. I was sick for 3 months. That's all I'm going to say. I did 0 laundry. When Doug got desperate, he'd do a load of work clothes, so I didn't have to go to work naked. His words, not mine. Yeah. G, just type in exclamation point. Type this in. Type that. Oh, somebody. Okay, there you go. You did. Okay. I'm behind in my chat, so I just dropped my link to show you how to do it. Oh, Christina says, I'm never caught up on laundry. When you have kids, you never are. You never are. There he goes. He got it. He got it right there. Ta-da! Absolutely. That's like the only thing I have Nightbot doing. Other than he dropped some membership invitations for me. Nightbot does not moderate my chat because we do a lot of emojis here. And I would get blocked from my own channel if I let Nightbot mod my chat. I don't want to get blocked from my own channel. I mean, come on now. So Nightbot is not my moderator, but Nightbot does drop links for us, and I have it programmed to do that. I need to do that on all my channels so everybody can drop their links there too. Sometimes people try it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Explanation point awesome won't work over here. I should get that done. Let's see. Same here. I became ill this summer, so I fell behind. It's so easy to get behind, and once you do, oh my gosh. Christina says, I just hate to fold it. They sit in my hallway clean. I have a laundry basket that it was like Christmas going through it. Now, they were folded in there, but they never made it to the closet. Oh, boy. Yeah, sometimes that happens. And it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Well, y'all, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I try to always be very respectful of everyone's time, because I know there are so many places you could be, so many things you could be doing, and other channels you could be watching, but you're here with me, and I never take that for granted, and I try to be just as respectful of your time as I can and aware of your time. So I try not to go over too long unless we're just having fun. Now, we have done a 2.5 hour live over here on Craft Hour before. That was when we had a panel and we were just having fun. So, right? But I got dishes to do and things that need to be done. We are getting ready. So I mentioned last night in my live last night, my mom is going to be moving here. She wants to wait till the end of the school year. So it'll be in the spring. Yeah. Yeah. I'm confused. My times all run together. So we're going to rearrange everything. We're cleaning out every single room. I'm getting ready. Today, we're going to be moving my desk over there and that stuff somewhere. We're moving our reclining love seat in here out of the TV room. We're moving it in here. We're moving the recliner over here. That means we're cleaning out every little corner there is. And oh my gosh, I'm a stacker. And it isn't even stacked pretty. But I'm a stacker. So in every corner, I have a stack of something. So I'm going through my stacks. I'm moving a lot of stuff. It's just amazing what you accumulate in a room over a 6-month period of time. It's like, where did this all come from? Or at least that's how it is here. And so we're going to get this room done first because I teach in this room. Then we're going to rearrange in the kitchen. We're moving some file cabinets out of here. We're moving my grandmother's hutch back in here. We're moving our big hutch over there. We're moving the kitchen table over there. We're going to be putting in a new sink in the kitchen and painting all these rooms. We're going to be emptying Mom's bedroom. We don't have a lot in there, but like my treadmill's in there. It has come out. I got some bookshelves in there I need to take out. So she can have a love seat and her recliner in there. So if she has company, they can hang out privately or they can hang out in here, whatever. But she has options and choices and not stuck in a room, right? So then I don't know if I'm supposed to tell this or not, but our son may be coming in the following fall. Mom will come in the spring, and our son may come in the fall. So the room we're in will be his room. So we're emptying that room. We're going to paint it. And then the room we're going into is where Doug needs to finish laying the hardwood floors. And we'll paint that room. And we've got some furniture and storage that we'll get out of storage and put in there so that everybody's going to have, Tom will have either a gaming chair or a recliner in his room, and everybody will be able to have their own space if they desire it, including us. Or we can be here in a community rooms, which would be in here and in the kitchen. We could be together, or we can all have our own privacy. That's important. That's very important. Even if you just need to go in a room and shut the door for 5 minutes, right? That's very important. So we're going to try to make all that happen. And it's just going to be time consuming. And one of my huge stresses is moving things around. Sometimes I just have to go outside because it stresses me so much. I will just start crying. Doug's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing. It's just stressful. I don't know why it affects me that way, but it does. And painting I can do. Painting doesn't stress me out. Possibly, but I don't know that I was supposed to tell that. So don't say anything to Tom. And it's going to be fantastic. I mean, we're really happy and we're really excited about it. And yeah, see, it'll be good for everyone. And that's what I think. I think we're so excited. Mom talked about getting a different house, but that's really not realistic to do. So I just put it like this. I'm like, it's a wonderful idea, but we don't want a house payment. We really don't want a house payment. So this is what we have. And we will so happily share it with you guys. You are wanted here, but this is what we have. So she was just thinking more space. And so we're just going to make the space we have as welcoming and comfortable as we can. So, we're doing it for us too, but we're doing it for all of us because it'll make such a big difference. And so in our room will be where the cats and the dogs and Doug and I sleep. And Tom has a cat, so Fred will be coming. His cat's name is Fred. Fred will be coming. And Fred already knows our dogs because we take our dogs when we go visit. And Fred did fine with our dogs. If he got overwhelmed, he just hid. And there's plenty of places to hide here, and he'll have his own room. If he needs a time alone, he can go in there. To make certain rooms non-animal rooms, this is my idea, and I think we're going to do it. We're going to build some screen doors. I don't care if anybody else has screen doors inside their house. Power to them. We're going to have a screen door on my mom's room. So even though her bedroom door is open, when she's in there, the dogs, see, I got shoe chewers. And Mom wears those medical shoes. They're like $500 shoes, right? So for Stevie to chew those up, So I think that's what we're going to do. The animals only go on in there when they're invited. And that means it will be a controlled environment. The shoes will be picked up. She kicks them off when she sits in her recliner. And so I could make sure the shoes were up on the dresser and just do a double check, make sure there's nothing they're going to chew up. And same for the cats, right? I mean, we have no non-animal rooms here already. And I have 2 rooms that the animals are not allowed into. And I think that would just be, it would make it more livable and easier. I mean, it doesn't have to be the big thick screen door like you have on like my grandma's house. I can still hear that screen door in my memory. A slamming screen door is like one of my happiest memories because that's grandma's house, right? They don't have to be that big, but just the screen, and it needs to be sturdy enough that a cat on it isn't going to rip it to pieces. So I think that would be the easiest solution. I don't know. In my mind, it works perfectly. And it doesn't look bad either. But we'll see what Doug has to say. He thinks it'll work too, but he'd be the one building them. And we're actually going to look at screen doors when we're buying paint. So we'll see what we find. And then lumber's really expensive right now. Those steps those steps that Doug built, just the steps, we're talking $200 in lumber for that. And we bought the side stringers, they call them, that you put the boards on for the steps. We bought 2 of those because you need one for each side. And we bought 2 10x10s to cut for the steps. And that was $200 worth of lumber. So lumber's expensive. It might be cheaper to buy a screen door already made, if they make them to fit our inside door frames. I don't know if those are the same size as like an entry door frame for a bedroom door. I don't know. We haven't done any measuring and things like that. But I put chicken wire on the screen door. See, and that would work well. That would work well. Yeah, we were glad that the steps were all we were doing. But they turned out so perfect. Everybody was loving them. And I'm very happy with them. So you do that too. You have certain rooms where the cats cannot go in. Yeah, see, we don't want a house payment. And so we'll just remodel. Rearrange, remodel a little bit. And, and I told Tom, you can get furniture for your room when you get here, or we can have it ready and buy what we want to buy. Or you can get what you want when you get here. Mom's room I need to have ready because her circumstances and her physical needs are different. So we need to have her room ready and get our room ready. Yeah, right. But it's going to be an adventure. I'm going to do a lot of crying just because it's going to stress me out. But it won't be crying. And that's what I tell Doug. No, I'm going to cry. But it's because of this. I'm not mad. I'm not wishing we weren't doing this. This stresses me. And just ignore me. If you got to ask me if I'm okay, fine. But just ignore me. So sometimes he'll say, "Are you crying yet?" He's hilarious. He's so funny. I like the idea of the chicken wire. And actually, chicken wire is going to go up here above these cabinets, because do y'all remember the cats flying through the air during our lives because they were jumping from that really tall cabinet over to like over here, and you'd see Pumpkin go flying? Yeah, we're going to, because our left seat and recliners will be right here, and what I don't want to have happen, because this happened to me once, is the cat jumping from up there onto you. Now, the cat did not attack me. That was not the situation at all. My cats are not declawed. And so when he started to slip, all 4 feet, the claws came out. And I bled and I bled. And it hurt and it hurt. So we'll just block that off to where they'll probably jump up there once and fall down, because they got to investigate. But they shouldn't jump up there after that. So, yeah. And we think we're building something with chicken wire up there. I think it would look cute with chicken wire. Hey, there's the Bud Files. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Do it one day at a time. You have time. But that's it. We're going to have to work every day. And that back bedroom that we'll be moving into is full of boxed up stuff. that's all going to have to come out before we can do anything in there. So I started sorting yesterday, and I put some music on the bookshelf, and I got rid of a whole sack of stuff that just went out to the trash, and I got 3 things set aside to put on Marketplace. We'll see how that goes. I've had very good luck buying things on Marketplace, so I think I'd be all right listing things on Marketplace, because then you make appointments, right? You make appointments. Okay, they'll be here at 5, or they'll be here at 3, and it wouldn't be like the random people stopping by kind of a thing. It would be more controlled than that, and I think I'd be all right with that. That may sound strange, but I have panic attacks. I haven't had one in a long time, but I've had some life experiences that I don't always do well alone with a stranger. I don't do well walking around outside in strange places, and they would not be coming in the house. We'd just be on the front porch and outside. So I don't anticipate that making me to have a panic attack. And if I'm unsure, I can just make it from when Doug's at home, and that would solve that problem. But yeah, I got quirks. I'm a quirky lady. Lily's cooking that lasagna. I'm so excited. Jolly Matilda's going to use chicken wire in her minivan build. I love chicken wire. Chicken wire makes me happy. Again, chicken wire is one of those things that I have memories from my childhood. The chicken yard, and even the decorations with the chicken wire and things. I love that. You're going to be selling some things on Marketplace too. So I think that would be, because if I have a garage sale, I have to sit out there all day. That's not my thing. And then people don't want to pay what you've got the price on it. It's like, so I think that would be the easiest. I don't want to do eBay because then I got to mail it. Marketplace, they come and get it themselves. So I just think that'd be the easiest way. Yes, make sure Doug is home. That's probably what I would do, just for my own possibility of panic attacks, because I don't enjoy them. And I haven't had one in a very long time, but that would be setting me up to have one. So yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. Sunshine and Storms, hello, and thanks for being here. She says, I love that too. It looks country and quaint. Exactly. And both my grandparents lived on farms. We lived out in the country. And things like that just make me smile, because I've got such good memories of my grandparents' houses and things in the country, and smell of dirt. I love dirt. If I could just have some way to make something pretty that's just full of dirt that I could just run my fingers in and put it back. Some people have potpourri. I just want some dirt on my desk. Now, I have smelled a bar of soap at one of these festivals. I smelled a bar of soap that smells like dirt. I really, really did. But I don't know that I want to smell like dirt. I just like the smell of dirt. There's a difference. Remember the Snoopy and Linus and Lucy Pigpen? that everywhere he went, he had this little dust cloud. That's what I would feel like if I used dirt soap. Right? I don't know. Well, y'all, we better get off of here. Thank you so much. My dishes are not going to do themselves, or I'd sit here some more. But I got to get my dishes done and get ready, because when Doug gets home, he should be off work now. Now, y'all, you see that clock? That is not what time it is. It is 1:05 at my house. I'm on Central Time. If you're on Pacific Time, that makes it 11:05. That clock is Doug's clock to get his butt out the door and to work on time, because he waits to the last minute to leave. And that way his clock is 15 minutes fast. Now this clock right here, that little mantle clock on the piano, that's a real-time clock for myself and my students for when we're teaching lessons. And that's one of the first things I have to tell them when they come in the very first time, is I show them this clock, and I'm like, never go by that clock. This is our clock right here. So, yeah. I don't know if you've ever noticed that clock being the wrong time or not, but people are adding beads to decorate chicken wire too. Oh, now I want to decorate my chicken wire, but that wouldn't really keep my cats off of it. and sun catchers in the window. That's something that I think is really neat, but I can't do because of my cats. And but I love seeing that when other people do that. I love looking at theirs. Mine would get destroyed in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's 2:05 there, Atlantic time. So it's 1:05 here. And Doug usually gets off work at 1, sometimes 1:30 or 2, depending on how much work there was left to do. He'll stay and finish what they need him to do. But, okay, this time I am really going to go. Christina says it's 12:06 there. This time I'm really going. Lily, be sure to let us know how that turns out, because I'm genuinely interested. Genuinely interested. And I might want your recipe too, because I think that's something that I would like to try. She's making crock pot lasagna. Sounds so good. All right, guys. Thank you for being my friends. I just love you guys, and I appreciate you so much. And thank you for spending part of your time with me, for liking my hats, for encouraging me to get my sweaters sewn together. But today's pumpkin decorating day, because we're slackers and we didn't get it done. So we're going to have those for Monday. And hope to see you Monday morning, bright and early, for some coffee. And I'm looking forward to that too. So thank you all so much. Be good. Be good. Everybody, let's get our laundries going. Oh, Lily says I'm using no boil noodles. I didn't know there was such a thing. And the mock lasagna is made in the crock pot too. Well, I might need that recipe too. I didn't know there was such thing as no boil noodles. I learned something today. That's hot. That hat is hot. I'm taking it off. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall hit the road. Some of us need to do dishes. Some of us need to do laundry. Some of us need a nap. Some of us are hungry with all this lasagna talk. But always, 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 please, please, please remember that you are amazing. No matter what this world tries to tell us, always know that you're amazing and that you are appreciated and that you matter. And the world's a better place because of you. And we appreciate you very, very much. So hang on with all you got, and I'll see you next time, which will be Monday morning. So I will see you Monday morning. Bye.